doing kind of a long-term build update. If you remember, just a couple of years ago, actually maybe a year and a half ago, we did an entire series on how to coyote swap your 99-04 Mustang. If you didn't see that series, go back and check it out, because obviously it's a very popular swap. But we've got a long-term update on the one we did. Let's go check it out. All right, guys, so this is Renard's 2001, I believe it's 01 or 02 Mustang GT, and he brought it to us back in late 2018, and he was wanting to maybe do a Pro Charger or something. He wanted more power, which we all want, and we had one word for him. That word was coyote. All right, boys, so again, not rocket science, but here it is. 10 to 15,000, we're not 100% sure on the mileage. It does got a Dakota digital cluster, but more than 10,000 miles on the swap. He literally drives this car everywhere. And we had one coolant leak, the throttle body. We had an issue with the throttle body. It was a used throttle body, so he replaced the throttle body. But other than that, perfect. And we're about to get it out and drive it, and you can just see how amazing this thing runs. But it's basically just a Gen 2 crate motor. It's got a Gen 3 intake on it, JLT intake, and I can't remember the brand of the headers for some reason off the top of my head. But you know, of course, long tube headers, full 3-inch exhaust, and dyno numbers, I believe it put down 420, and he didn't run the RPM all the way out. I think he ran it to about 61, 62. So in theory, based on everything we've seen, this car is probably putting out closer to 440, 450 at the tire, all motor. And that, boys and girls, is impressive. All right, so the trans is a TKO 500 5-speed manual. Loving the cold air today. All right, so it's obviously run on a control pack, Ford Racing control pack, and full 3-inch exhaust. Sounds ridiculous. Again, this swap has, we're guessing, around 15,000 miles total. Again, we put the Dakota digital cluster in it, so we're not 100% sure. But again, it drives better than stock. It's, you know, you figure a stock 2 valve probably making around 200 or so ish with bolt-ons more. This car was stock, and again, this car makes 440-ish, 450-ish, and drives just as stock as it did before. Now here's the deal, guys. Being an owner of a Coyote Swap Fox body, the difference is, unfortunately for us Fox body guys, the new edges are a lot more rigid. They feel a lot more planted, and this car is evidence of that. And man, this is a perfect world right here. It's an older car for us guys that like the older stuff, but it's got the power of a new car, and it's amazing. The other cool thing about this car is It still has the GT badges. There's very little to tell you that this car is nasty. So all the unsuspecting Scat Pack drivers and Z28 drivers, hey, they think it's easy pickings because it's just a 2-valve, right? Yeah, not this one. This is the definition of a sleeper. The other super cool thing about this car is it doesn't feel like a swap. The drivability, the way it handles, the way everything feels is very OE. It's really polished. Everything feels right. It doesn't feel unbalanced in one area or the other. That's a freaking beautiful thing. Guys, there you go. So long-term update on the Coyote Swap New Edge. And again, I can't say enough about this swap. I want one personally. Not sure if it'll ever happen or not, but as far as power, balance, chassis rigidity, all those things, and that not raw swapped feel, Coyote Swap New Edge all day long. And Renard loves the car, drives it literally everywhere, and got some surprises under the hood for anybody that thinks they're picking on the stock 2-valve. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, big thumbs up. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. Get you on the next one.